Oh shit. Oh shit. Should I have even started swearing, bro? YouTube might have already banned this video. Crazy. Big up to everyone in the building. Time for me to react, man. I feel like I'm lagging, guys. Let me know. Feel like I'm lagging. Time for me to react, though. Time for me to react to another one. Big up to my broski sending me this. He said, Ends, I need to hear your thoughts on this conversation, man. But big up to everyone that's already in the building. Love for the love. Let me know if I'm lagging, though, guys, because I feel like I'm moving slow. If not, I can just jump out and jump back in. And it's, yeah. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. If I'm lagging, let me know and I'll jump out and jump back in. Bear with. Feel like I am, though. Feels like I am. Still first 3 seconds. No, feel like, yeah, you're good. I'm good. No, I feel like I'm just for my own good. Let me just exit stage left. Yeah, I think now, see now, yeah. See, now I'm good. Now I feel like I'm good now. Let me bring it up, man. But yeah, big up to the man then. Big up to the ladies in the building. You already know what time it is. Also, guys, a little bit more content later. I'm gonna attempt to do like a 4-hour stream later. I'm gonna try and do like a 4-hour stream. So I'm gonna try and do the build up. I'm gonna do the watch along. And then I'm gonna do the fan calling straight after. That should be about 4 hours. I think I'm gonna attempt to do it, but let's see, man. Hey, my chest is looking wanted. Hey, nah, maybe it's a shirt. I don't know, man. But big up. Let's get into it, man. But I saw on Kopish earlier. Big up to the bros. Obviously, they do the collab with Tom, Sam, Matt was on there, Callum was on there, and it went off. It just went off. It went left, it went right, it was up, it was down, it was everywhere. I want to know what you guys think because I'm going to bring the content to you guys. I don't even know how long it is for, but I've tried to get to the right part. But listen, we might have to chop it, skip a few bits and go back in. But I found where I think it starts from. There's a little pieces in there, but we'll start from there still. We'll start from that point. Let me, hey, listen, man. Blame the team, man. The team created that one, not me. Still, big up to everyone that's inside. There's already 40 of you here. Smash the like button. Obviously, subscribe to the channel if you're new as well, man. Road to that 10K, man. Hopefully, we can get there before the end of the year. We're already on 6. We need 4 more. Tell a friend to tell a friend, and hopefully, we can get there, man. But let's let me share this with you guys. Not that screen, not that one. This one? Is it this one? Nope, that's not the one either. Oh, there we go. This is the one. But yeah, I'm gonna banter the man them. You already know what time it is. If it's not, I was about to say if it's not big enough, but I'm gonna let it land. I'm gonna let that land. If it's not big enough, guys, let me know, man. Let me know. Man said he looks like Month. So he's saying all the black man them looking like. I hear it still. I hear it. If it's not big enough, oh, I can make it bigger, lads. And actually, I should have said ladies, innit? Mad. Salah FC is the problem. Yeah, nah, it's crazy, man. Nah, it's cool. All right, I'll run it. I might change the layout as we're conversating. But yeah. Hey Sav, leave me alone, man. Leave me alone. But let's run it, man. Let me make sure I turn this up. Full volume. Make sure you turn your headphones down if you're still at work.
There is to him when he goes to clear it.
Passes the ball here, Alisson's calm. Look when he passes the ball to Alisson. In fact, go back even further when he's.
That's the argument that Tom doesn't understand.
Why would he want to pass it back to the goalkeeper if the 90 minute we're chasing
Because
the
he's
game?
under no pressure, you donut.
Because you're trying to play forward to score.
What is wrong with this brother?
No,
Also, by your own admission, why would he want to pass it back to the keeper? So of course he's gonna wait.
Tom is under no. Tom.
Did he just call Tom you donut? Matt, did you call Tom a donut? Nah, hold on. Let's go back. Hold on.
He's up
You know
right.
Brother.
No option.
Also, 83rd minute. We're chasing
Because
the
he's
game. Of
under
course.
no pressure, you donut.
Ah, yeah, Matt crashed out still. Matt said some stuff. I don't even know if he said it. It might have been an autopilot. Big up, Matt. Cool man, a donut. Tom needs to listen, bro. But here's the problem. I'm going to agree with Tom on this one when he said pass it to the left back. All Alisson has to do here in this moment, when Curtis plays it back to him, receive the pass on the left foot. And then Robbo pulls wide. I can't fast forward it. I think they end up fast forwarding a little bit. But basically, when Curtis passed it, if Alisson receives on his left foot, it was a clear little pass down the side to Robbo, and we would have been out. So yeah, it's long still, but yeah, man said you donut, that's crazy, blood. Let's run it.
Because you're trying to play forward to score.
What is wrong with this brother?
No
Also, by your own admission, why would you want to pass it back to the keeper? So of course you're gonna wait.
Tom, he's under no. Tom,
he's a right back, Tom.
I can't.
Right back. Has he got a left foot, Tom?
Also, what if he passes it to the keeper now?
Yeah.
Do you think he's just not going to press him anyway? So regardless of when he passes it, the goalkeeper's got to be under pressure.
Tom. All right, let's stop the shot. No, just quickly, Cal, one second. Tom, if he passes it
across the walls, player.
Tom, 1 second. If Jones passes the ball there to Alisson and Alisson's got time to assess the situation, that's where Alisson will be able to pick out a better pass. But it might, Tom, let me finish, and then you say what you're gonna say. Tom, just quickly, because we got to finish it. But obviously, what happens is Jones.
Oh no, Matt, I don't think you can tell him let's finish when you called him a donut. But I hear it still. Run it, man. I'm here for the beef.
Goes onto that ball that bit much longer, and at that time, I've even got the footage here. Obviously, the Wolves player starts to close on Alisson, and this is where Alisson, in my opinion, does scuff it even more so because he's thinking, I've got a player, approaching me. I've just got to clear the ball now. If Jones would have passed it earlier, Tom, in that move, Alisson can assess, bro. Do you get what I'm saying?
Because he's going to get pressed the moment the pass is played. Alisson should be assessing now. He should be assessing now.
How can he assess now?
I'm with him on this still. I'm with Tom on this bit. Look, you already know the options are there. You're going to be the option. If there's no forward pass, you as the goalkeeper are probably going to be the outlet. You do have to expect a little setback. And then you got either put your foot through it, send it upfield, or if you're scanning, you go, assess the area. Where is the space? Down the left-hand side. All right, let me receive down the back foot. Tell Robbo pull wide. Bob's your uncle. Play it to him, and then we're out because Ekitike is at the halfway line, 1v1. Robbo can send it, and Eki's betting, he's leaving, man.
And he doesn't know what Jones is going to do because Jones at that point doesn't know what he's going to do.
Because that's what good players do. They scan around and look if they get the ball.
So we need Alisson to become Iniesta. Is that
what
you're saying?
Yeah, apparently so.
But by the way, me asking for Alisson at some point to go, there's space on the left. Now me asking for him to become Iniesta. Look at him. At no point does he look to the left.
Look when Jones decides to pass it.
If I pause that there, guys, you can see, all Alisson has to do is receive that on his back foot, which is his left foot, and then he plays it into Robbo. It's a very simple pass, guys. It's not that hard. It's not that difficult. But obviously, Alisson's always doing the flat-footed thing. I know, look, the player's about to press him. Receive it and play it, bro. It's that easy. You don't have to panic. Receive, play. But obviously, he has that panicky moment.
Did you see the press him? The guy who I said would press when the pass is played presses. So I'm correct. Alisson at no point looks.
Look when
guys, Tom is correct. He can play it to Robertson, or at least in the space behind Robertson.
Or even play it there to the guy in the middle.
Bro, by the time he gets the ball,
don't make excuse. Don't
excuse. Hold on, wait there.
When man play football, you understand. The game is played so quick. You can't just look at a still and go, we should have played it there. But when you're on the football pitch and you've been screaming for the ball, or the ball hasn't come to you quickly enough, you change the options. Everything changes. There's a reason why there's a time.
Okay, go long.
There's a reason. He's tried to go long, and obviously he hasn't put as much purchase. But you know what? Scroll along and see where he kicks the ball, where the ball actually lands. See where the ball lands. There.
It
Are you
lands
telling
there.
me? You're telling
Yeah, that's a shit goal kick or a kick out from Alisson. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. There's plenty of options. He's got Robbo, easy pass as well. And I'm sure that's Ekitike on his ones where you could have found him as well. Yeah, that was dreadful.
me between there and the ball ended up in the back of the net. No Liverpool player could do anything.
Yeah, 100%.
All
Someone should
right,
have stopped it.
then. So let's not act like it's Alisson who gave them the goal. Because Rio
But it
Engamoa and
Give him the
McAllister
fucking
walked.
ball.
They walk to try and get to the player, and then Gomez towels away from the actual block. Come on,
Do you know
man.
what's so? But they're blaming Allison,
Everything
and I
after
understand the goal
everything
kick.
after
Goalkeeper.
the
I'm
mistake.
going to blame a goalkeeper
Man.
more in this
Oh.
situation.
I think this is where it is now. I think Sam's about to say something.
Everything
Every
after the
17-year-old
mistake, we agree.
Okay, nah.
Everything
So wait,
after
so
the
Curtis
mistake.
Jones gets no
Oh, yeah,
blame
that's
whatsoever.
another thing where Virgil's involved, but you give him a high
Oh, there you go. But there you go. That's it. That's the one.
I don't
rating
see,
than
I don't
Salah.
see what more you want to do.
Because Virgil was better than Salah, Sam. This deal was
I
was
can't
better
believe
than
what I'm
Salah.
saying.
No, he was not. No, he's
Yes,
not.
he
No,
was.
he's
Salah,
not.
Do you know what I
Salah
will
did
say,
one-
though?
No, hold on. Salah did one
Actually,
good
cost us
thing
the
that was a
goal.
goal.
Actually.
He did one good thing that was a
Crazy.
goal. What about when Salah messed up the counter attack when he was 3-on-1?
Yeah, that's fine. He scored one and messed up one.
All right, name me
What? Nah. He's got to hold the smoke for that as well.
another good thing Salah did in the game apart from the goal. You can't, because there wasn't one.
No, but Kel, give him a second to answer. Hold on.
You can't because there wasn't one.
Liverpool didn't play one, but you proved Bharat's point correct.
Virgil
What?
was better than Salah yesterday. Simple.
No, he wasn't. No, he was
Yes,
not.
he
He literally caused us to concede a goal, whether you like it or
Yeah,
not.
Bro,
brilliant.
Salah was
And we marked him down.
Factually, did you see Van Dijk with Tolu in the air?
Yeah, no,
And then
you're
we
right.
conceded
Did you see
one.
Salah when he's 3-on-1 and gave the ball
There
to
you
the
go.
Wolves player?
So don't gaslight then. They gave him a higher rating than Mo. So
Yes, because he
Bharat
was
is
still
right.
better. He
You
was
guys
better.
just defend.
Guys, quick one. I know I'm going to ask you guys, and I know you guys are going to be truthful here. Who was the better player? If you had to ask on the day, was Salah better than Virgil in terms of the overall performance in the game? Let me know, because that's crazy, bro.
defend Virgil all the time. It's the truth.
No, we
you're
don't,
just
bro.
defending
We don't.
Salah
We
all the
don't.
time,
Yes,
bro.
we do.
Salah
That's how I know
was
you don't
better
watch the
than
show.
than
Then you don't
Mo.
watch the
Salah
show,
was
bro.
crap.
You don't watch the show.
Alisson getting a higher rating than Mo.
You don't watch the show. You just look at for the ratings and then you make an opinion. That's what you're doing, bro. You look. That's what you're doing.
Don't worry, we will be there
Sam,
next season. We will be there.
Again,
When
okay,
Van
we'll
Dijk
be
is
there
costing
next
us week in, week out,
Sam,
you
we'll
watch
ask
what
the
I'm
same
doing to
thing I'll
Virgil.
And what's up?
Bro, Sam sending smoke. Listen, bro, let the season end, bro, before you starting the agendas, man.
Salah been doing? And what's Salah been keeping up with this
I'm
year?
gonna ask you the same
I never
question.
said anything about Mo.
Name me
Salah's
one
been
half of the
horrific
goal.
this year. He's probably been our
I
worst
never
player.
denied that.
What are we
The
doing here?
difference between me and you is I say sell him and get Wallis in the summer.
Apart from the goal, name me one other good thing Salah did in the game.
Nothing.
Yeah. Name
do
one
that.
good thing Virgil did all game.
Winning aerial duels apart from the one where he cocked up.
Winning aerial duels, great. Well done to James Tarkovsky.
Oh.
He won aerial
But
duels.
what's he meant to do? Not win his headers.
Well done. He won aerial duels. Let's
I
sign
can't
James
believe that,
Tarkovsky,
yeah.
guys. Winning aerial duels is now the measuring stick.
Tom, in
I
your
think-
honest opinion, who's had a worse season? Virgil van Dijk
Bring
or
in
Salah?
Harry Maguire. We'd win all the
In your
aerial
opinion.
duels.
Who, sorry?
Salah.
Can you say it a bit louder? Because your teammate doesn't seem to want to hear that.
He knows that I think Salah's had the worst season we've already had this argument.
So, we can all agree that Salah's been horrific.
I'm talking
For
about
his,
the Wolves.
for his
Nah, this is crazy. Nah, but Salah has been worse than Virgil this season. Virgil hasn't been his normal best, but he's still better than half the team. I think you look at most of the players' performances this season, like stand out on a consistent basis. Virgil, even though he's had some games where he's done some dumbness, he's still a standout player this season. Yo, nah, this is crazy, bro. Like, how's Virgil getting this much smoke?
standards, shall we say?
Mhm.
Yeah, we all agree with that. I'm
But
agreeing with you.
again, but that doesn't take.
I'm talking
Well,
about
it's like
Wolves,
when you
bro.
say these things, yeah. And again,
about
Salah is a legend. That doesn't take away from him being amazing. Like
Yeah, he's
that's
You're
not. That's never going to
gaslighting.
change.
You're gaslighting. You're gaslighting.
No, bro. This is what people need to hear and understand. We're Liverpool Football Club. We're not Salah FC. We're not Virgil FC.
Okay.
100%. I agree with that.
Now I know
not
for a
AFC.
fact you're gaslighting.
No, we're not gaslighting, bro.
We're
If
not
players
Virgil
are playing
FC.
like trash, call them out, bro.
We're not
Call
Virgil
them
FC. Call them out by giving
We're
them
not
a 5 out
Jesse,
of
we're
10.
not
Hold
Jesse.
on, chat. No, wait there. Cal, watch this.
You
Chat,
gave Virgil van Dijk a 5 out of 10.
Wait there,
and
wait
you
there,
thought that was an average
Chat,
Van Dijk
Hassam,
performance. Even
the
though he
Kopish
lost the
community
goal.
will tell
They give
you
Alisson a
that
5,
we
even
are
though he lost
harsh.
the goal. And you sit here and you say, oh, it's standards and the standard that you still on.
Hassam,
Alisson has one best keeper in the world. Van Dijk was 2 votes away from beating Messi to Ballon d'Or. It's okay for him to do this with Tolu and Costas in the game, or he won aerial duels. Okay, so bring Harry Maguire. He'll win all the aerial duels you want, if that's the logic then. I guess don't have a general conversation when no one's bringing that up. We're talking about Wolves. Wolves, Van Dijk was worse because he cost us a goal.
But so did Salah though. But then Salah did score, so you go, that's the plus in it in his advantage. But if I looked at both their performance across the game, Virgil's was better than Salah's.
You guys can't acknowledge it. So Bharat was right.
Cool.
Big
No.
up Bharat.
This is where the arguments get killed here and there. Because in the same game, yeah, Virgil had a better pass accuracy, 2 big chances created. One chance created. He also lost possession twice in the whole game. He won 4 out of 5 duels, 4 out of 5 aerials.
He lost the important one that cost us.
7 clearances. Mo Salah in the same game had a 72 passing accuracy, 0% dribble complete, 0% dribble completion, 70 touches in the box. Sorry, 70 touches, 11 in the box. He lost possession 29 times, and he lost.
Wait, what was that? How many times did he lose possession?
0% dribble complete, 0% dribble completion, 0%
0%.
0% dribble complete, 0% dribble completion, 70 touches in the box. Sorry, 70 touches, 11 in the box. He lost possession 29 times, and he lost 4 out of 11 duels. He lost 7 out of 11 duels.
Are you bringing up duels for a winger?
Tell me how.
Well, you do have to bring up duels. The passing one, I would agree with Sam though. The pass, like as long as it's not like 60 something, innit? 70 as a winger, you're gonna try stuff. You're gonna try and create. That's the type of player he is, Mo, right? So that I don't have an issue with that. But the duels contested in terms of you 1v1 with your, the left back or right back, whatever side, but you against your opposite number, you losing out more than you win. Yeah, that is a measure of your game performance. That is, you can't lose. You can't, like, you're basically letting the team down. And I'm sure if you look across the whole team, probably in that game, maybe that they've lost out more than they've won, and that's where the small margins come from. But he has to win more than that. He has to win more than 4 out of 11 contests with the left back. I don't even know who the Wolves left back was. Does anyone know who it was? I ain't even gonna check.
He had a better game.
Passing accuracy for a winger. That's how I know you're completely rattled. That's fine.
All right,
we'll be there next season. Don't worry.
What about dribble? 0%.
I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, the dribble 0% is mad, guys. Look, do you expect Salah to do what the younger version of what he used to do? No. But 0%. 0%. Yo, mad.
To Virgil next season, and you're gonna hate me.
Do you know what? You say we might as well get.
I'm doing it right now, and you're hating me already. You see how you're rattled and you're angry? I'm calm. I'm calm.
I hear it, Cal, but I don't want to Brighton still.
Brighton then.
No, because that's your logic, not mine. Your logic is aerial duels. Your logic is aerial duels. My logic is bring Olise. That's the difference. We don't think the same way.
No. You tried to do the whole Virgil wasn't better than Salah, and I've just proven to you that he was better than Salah.
No, you haven't proven nothing. Yeah, you literally have proven nothing.
Again,
error is leading to goal. Van Dijk 1, Salah 0.
Tell me how Salah was better than Virgil. Tell me how.
Yeah, I think if you're going to argue the case, you'd have to say exactly how Salah was better.
You're the fact that you went to
answer the question?
I'm answering the question.
You're not.
And you're rattled. You're angry. You're turned up and angry.
I want to answer to the question.
So you want me to answer, or you're going to keep speaking?
All right, Cal, let him answer, because, tell me the reasons why Salah was better than Virgil in the game.
I want you to answer, but you're not answering.
Okay, I'm going to answer.
Right.
Okay. The fact that you went to passing accuracy in itself shows me that you completely lost it. No,
that's not answering the question.
I'm not deflecting at all.
It is deflecting, bro. You got kind of, as soon as he goes, let me answer, and he goes, shut up, boom, you have to go. He did this, bang, done.
Answering your question. The fact that you went to passing accuracy in itself shows me that you've completely lost it. Wingers and forwards across the Premier League have less passing accuracy than defenders because defenders pass 5 yards to the left and 5 yards to the right.
I agree. The wingers will definitely lose the more in terms of the passes they're going to try. Defenders don't. They're not going to. So the defenders would naturally have a higher passing rate.
Right.
Pass
The
completion.
fact that you went to duels shows me that you're rattled because no one looks at wingers duels. The truth of the matter,
I would have to agree. I disagree with that one. You have to, because it shows what are you doing up against your opposite number. Who is winning that current battle? You used to have a coach who used to say, if you win your individual battles, you're going to go towards winning the match. Yeah, the more individual battles you win, the more easier the game will become. And clearly Salah wasn't winning his one, so that's why we're here. We're here in it, and he weren't effective apart from his goal, which is the big thing. Obviously, you still need to score a goal in it.
is that you're unable to. The truth of the matter is that you're unable to handle, which is the most important thing, is the fact that Virgil van Dijk cost me a goal.
That's true.
That's his role on the pitch. His
That's
role on the
not
pitch
unusual.
is to stop Liverpool from conceding goals. He made the error that made Liverpool concede a goal.
Wouldn't say it was an error. It was more the guy leaned into him, eased him off the ball a bit too easy. Instead of complaining, turn, chase that down, and try and win it back.
Therefore, by definition, based on that alone, he should be he should have a less rating than Mo. That's it.
Cool. All right, I'll use another winger then. I'll use Cody Gakpo. 92% pass accuracy. Still 0% dribbles. 0 out of 1. Salah had 0 out of 4.
0 out of 1. So Cody only attempted 1 dribble against his fullback in the game. So in the game, both our wingers had 0 attempts against their fullbacks. Again, nah, that's crazy.
36 touches, 4 inside the box. Only lost possession 6 times in comparison to Salah, who lost it 29 times, and he had a 50% dual rating. But we all sat here and said Gakpo's worse than Salah. But Salah was sick.
I never said Salah was sick. Now you're gaslighting because you're mad. You
No,
can
I am
ask me. I can
gaslighting,
answer
but you
you.
still haven't answered
I
my
gave
question.
just so we don't say this over and over again. I gave McAllister a 6,
But Sam, you needed to answer the question. You still haven't answered it, bro.
Frimpong a 6, and Konate a 6. I give Mo a 5, and everyone else. And I
5,
gave Thomas.
Yeah, based off of what? How much points do you get for scoring a goal? Do you get like a +2 or +3 team?
Like
What?
And I give Soboslai a 5, and everyone else I gave lower rating than that.
Once again, I'm going to ask the question.
Ekitike got a 4.
What made Salah's performance better than
There you go.
Virgil's? Because you're saying Virgil's in the team to do certain things.
Because Virgil van
Salah-
Dijk made a mistake leading to goal. The most
Okay,
important
so what Salah
statistic-
Yeah, but that's not to do with their. What? Let me.
in the team performance.
and I give Soboslai a 5, and everyone else I give lower rating.
Question,
than
so I
that.
can get it.
Once again, I'm going to ask the question.
Right.
Ekitike got a 4.
What made Salah's performance better than Virgil's? Because you're
What makes Salah's performance better than Virgil? So you normally would list like at least 3-4 things. Say Virgil probably did this wrong, that wrong, that wrong, but Salah did this, and this right. To kind of plead your case.
saying Virgil's in the team
Because,
to do certain things.
because Virgil van
Salah-
Dijk made a mistake leading to goal. The most
Okay,
important
so what's Salah in
statistic.
the team to do?
Error
What-
leading to goal. Van Dijk 1, Salah 0.
What's Salah in the team to do? Can I ask?
And Alisson as
Create and score.
well the same way. I can't believe you are actually
What
not
is
blaming
that- What is Salah in the team to do?
to score goals. He scored the
Okay,
goal.
so it's just score goals, not dribble, create chances, and pass. That's not
Salah
his game.
Salah has never been a lead dribbler ever.
I never asked him to be an elite dribbler, but 0 out of 4 is 0%. You don't have to be
Yeah, but
elite
this
to
is
get one
what
dribble.
he's been doing all season. That's why I want him replaced with Olise. Do you want Van Dijk replaced?
No, who you replacing Van Dijk with? No, who you replacing Van Dijk with?
Bharat, you were right, brother.
No, hold on. Again, so you're gonna do the wrong and strong. Who are you replacing Van Dijk with, Husam?
That's that I never.
I think it'll be easier from my point of view. I think it's easier to replace Salah than it is to replace Virgil in this current team. I think in this current team, you need Virgil, bro. No matter what you do, even if he has a bad game, it's not going to be anything worse than what anyone else can offer. But with Salah, I think you can definitely, because he's very ineffective in the games he's played. Majority of his games this season, just massively ineffective in the game.
I never.
I think it will be harder to replace Virgil than it is to replace a Salah in this team currently.
No. Give me a name. Give me a name.
It's not on me to go look at center. Okay, Bastoni, happy now? Khalas, here we go.
No, because Bastoni's not better than his version.
Okay, I'll make him available. I'll go pay Inter. They're broke.
I
I'll
never
give
said
him 80
availability.
million. They'll give me Bastoni.
Bastoni's still not better than Van Dijk now.
No, that's true. He's not better than Virgil now. Yeah, but bro, people don't realize how good this guy is, man.
Okay.
Defender.
Half all you want. He's not. Bro.
Okay. Bournemouth, he's getting beaten in the air by Amin Adli, and you think that it's okay. Don't worry, next season we'll be there.
Salah's getting
We'll
pocketed
be
by
there when I
fullbacks
bring
every
up
week.
this standards conversation.
Salah's
You guys
getting
are-
pocketed by fullbacks every week. When was it? 11 games without scoring a goal in the league.
I just said bring in Olise in the summer to replace
Yes,
him.
because you have a name, Hussam. We all agree with Elise.
Okay, I have a name for centre back.
When
as
I said
Elise's not available, by the way. Buying aren't selling him.
When I
he's not
said
released.
Diamante-
I brought up
I'm
a
not-
right
I'm
winger
not
that's not
I'm not
available.
taking
That's
Dion
fine.
Monday for Salah.
I brought
So
up
I'm
a right
taking
winger that's not
centre back
available
winger.
and a centre back that's not available. That's okay.
So basically, because everyone's been getting onto Salah, you want to try and crash out on Virgil.
No,
That's what it sounds like, though.
no.
No, but that is what
Now
you're
you're gaslighting. This is your fourth attempt of gaslighting.
It's not gaslighting. It's
when,
facts.
when we're playing
It's
Wolverhampton Wanderers and the scoreline is 0-0 and
we were
Virgil van
having a
Dijk
discussion about
and
Virgil.
Virgil van
you
Dijk
switched
has
to
an
Salah.
error leading to goal. If I use everything that you've said all season against you, you can't say that I'm rattled. You're the one that's annoyed because you're bringing up passing accuracy and duels for wingers.
No, I'm
That's how I know you're-
annoyed because you
Thank
can't see the errors of your ways. We were speaking about Virgil, but to big up your guy Salah, you brought him into the
He's our guy, Cal. Man said your guy, you know. He's still our guy. We're all Liverpool fans.
conversation when he didn't need to be
You
in the
gave
conversation.
Virgil a 5. He literally cost us the game.
That's reaching. He didn't cost us the game.
It was 0-0, and he was so easily shoved off by Olu, and we ended up conceding. Fact.
Technically, if you wanted to be a bit harsh, you'd say maybe Mo did. Because we then went 1-1, didn't we? And then Mo went clean through at Soboslai and he misplaced the pass, which should have potentially put us 2-1 up. Potentially. But maybe I'm reaching as well.
Okay, and Salah didn't cost us
That's
getting
not
the
my
second goal.
feeling. Okay? It was
Salah
0-0,
cost
Van
us
Dijk
getting a
cost
goal.
us, and we conceded the goal. End of
So
discussion.
let me ask you a question then. If Salah goes through when we have that 3-on-1 or that 4-on-2, sorry, and he makes the right pass, we score from it. We go what would
2-1
we?
up.
We'd go up in that game, right? We'd go in the lead, wouldn't we? So you could effectively say he
Was
also
that
cost
a
us the
0-0?
game.
I don't know. Was that 0-0 or 1-1?
He also so he also
was at-
cost us
it
the
was at
game-changing
1-1.
situation.
Yeah, it's 1-1. We was
1-1.
drawing the game
Oh, so we would
1-1.
have gone 2-1 up. Oh,
But
sick.
Van Dijk had already made that mistake. So what's
No,
your
you're
point?
right. And Salah then made a mistake after Virgil made one. So they
Yeah,
won
Van
on one.
Dijk, okay.
So they
Once
won on
again,
one.
for the 300th time, I want Salah gone in the summer and I want him replaced by Olise.
I
So
don't
you
want
say-
Salah gone.
So you pointing out these moments as if I'm saying something that is
Brother,
like
you
you're
brought
not
up
saying is
Salah.
crazy.
I never brought up
You
Salah
actually
today.
want Mo to stay in the summer and I don't.
You wanted. You brought up Salah.
I want
I
Mo
never brought up
gone.
Salah.
But I'm just bringing up what Bharat's saying, which is true, which is the fact that you guys struggle to hold Van Dijk and Alisson and
And
others
once
in the team
And
of
once
higher
again-
standard to the
okay, and
same.
once again, when I asked you
conversation.
to give me an
We
example,
come here and we go like,
I don't think Kopish do that, though. They don't. They're normally fair, but they sometimes get shook about the Salah rating. That's the one thing. I think everyone else, they don't mind throwing. I think like they even put, who was it? Was it Gravenberch lower than Salah in the West Ham game? Like, so they've thrown some players down there. I've seen them give Virgil some shit ratings. I've seen Kanate hold smoke. I don't think I've seen Alisson, but I feel like, I don't know. With Alisson, it's kind of different though, isn't it? I don't think no one really gets onto him too much. I think you can ask questions around some of the saves he could make, but then he bails us out. So you're just like, yo, what can I do? Especially this season. Because I think if you look across the history, then you'll be like, well, Alisson, no one should get onto Alisson, Virgil, or Salah. But we're talking about this season, and this season, Salah has been the worst out of the three. If you're looking at the senior world-class players, he's the lowest one out of them in terms of his performance.
Mo was so
once again,
crap.
when I
Even
asked
though
you
he
to give me an
scored,
example, you
he
couldn't.
gets a 2 out of 2.
When
He
I
gets a
asked you
2
to give me an
out of 10.
example, you couldn't.
Van Dijk makes a mistake that leads to a goal.
And
5 out
once
of 10. He was all right. Virgil was all right.
And
So-
once
so
again,
he's right.
he when I
proved
asked you to
right.
when I asked you to give me an example of when I've glazed Virgil where I've not been harsh on him, you can't give me one.
Okay, but I just gave the reverse example of Wolves.
No, but you still can't give me an
You're
example.
too nice.
That's true though. He still hasn't given an example. He still hasn't given. He hasn't still. That's why I've stopped the rating. Sometimes I do it because I just want to just troll in it, but I might bring them back because it seems to cause a lot of controversy, bro. So I might start bringing the player ratings back. I might bring it back tonight still.
5 out of 10 is too nice when he cost you the game.
You do know there's 3 of us that give. There's 3 of us that give the rating, right?
Oh,
And it averages out. So my rating is not the sole rating on Kopish. There's 3 of us. You do realize that, right?
That's fine. That's fine.
So you're
That's
using
fine.
the rating to say that I'm being soft on Virgil when you don't actually know what my personal rating for him was.
What was the person rating for him?
No, you tell me, bro. You told me I'm too harsh on.
No,
I'm too harsh on Virgil.
Okay, that's fine. But if so, there are 3 possibilities. Either
Hassan,
it's a 5.
if I said to you,
There
Hassan,
are 3
I've got-
possibilities.
if I
Either
said to
you
Hassan-
gave him a 5 or a 4 or a 6,
Mhm.
of which
Hassan,
you'd
if
be
I
wrong
said
in
to you
all
right
3
now-
cases because he's above Mo anyway.
Is Matt asleep? Hold on. I need to show you guys this because I don't know if Matt is asleep. That my eyes just got drawn to that. Is Matt and Tom asleep? Are they all asleep at the moment? That's crazy, bro. That's crazy work, Matt. How are you falling asleep midstream? I should just cut this, shouldn't I? He's saying they're bored of the convo, probably.
If I said to you right now that I'm a faster runner than Usain Bolt in his prime, and I said, but I don't have to give you proof, what would you say?
I've already answered your question.
Exactly. You'd say, I need proof.
I
now.
literally just answered your question, but
You have not still. You still haven't given me proof.
There are 3 possibilities. You either give him
No,
a 4,
guys, let's move on.
you
Guys,
either
guys,
give him
let's
a
move
4
on.
or a 5
Now, Matt, let the chaos continue, but Matt's hosting today, so yeah.
or a
Move
6.
on.
You haven't
Of which
given proof.
all 3 are bigger ratings than Mo. Of which
Let's
you're wrong
move
in all
on.
3.
You want everyone to crash on Virgil
Nah, Matt ain't thinking about chicken, bro. You're deep G, man.
because everyone's crashed on Salah. But guess what? It's
That's
gonna
not
happen
what
because
I
Virgil
said.
hasn't been-
I literally
You didn't say the words to
everything
Salah.
you just says gets
No,
debunked by the
Bruh.
fact that I said I'd sell him in the summer. So you're wrong.
no,
You're
just because you said
making
you
up
said
scenarios
Salah,
in your head.
No, it's
I'm
not
talking about the
scenario.
Wolves game specifically.
Right.
All right, let's
One
answer
guy
that.
cost me in the game, and the
Oh,
other guy, Callum. The reason why you actually haven't understood my point is because you've spoken the whole time I've spoken.
Yeah,
I've actually
because
let you speak.
you're
You haven't let
saying
me
a bunch
speak
of stuff
once.
that's not true.
You haven't let me speak once. You're so ready to respond like this
Because you're
you
not
know that
saying
I
stuff that's true, and
That's
then you
why.
won't
Know
answer
that
my
about you.
question.
Go on. Next time I'm gonna bring up duels as well for the wingers. So who's the better winger?
Yeah,
let's check.
let's do it.
Let's check their duels and passing
Let's
accuracy.
do it. Yeah,
Yeah, bro.
let's do it. Because I'm still waiting to see why Virgil wasn't as good as Salah.
That's fine.
or
That's
was
fine,
better.
guys.
But you need to answer the question though, my G. You got to answer it because he is right. You still haven't answered it. There's a lot of deflections and the word salads, as you like to put it. So that yeah, it needs to answer it. Like you should be able to go right. Mo did this, or even if it's 3 things. Not even you don't need a lot. Just 3 things. Scored a goal, so I'll give you 1. And then what was the other 2? He did well in the game. Because I can't even think, and I'm trying to think like, yo, what else did he do well? Do you know what I feel? Because tonight is a good game. Because I feel like they're gonna both party. So Sam's gonna watch what Virgil does tonight, and I think Cal's gonna watch what Salah does tonight. And I think the next time when they do their collab, whoever does well, it'll be an interesting conversation. That's what I think. I think that's what's gonna happen.
Virgil deserves a 10
Hopefully they both have a good game tonight and we cook this team, bro. But let's see.
out of 10. He's elite. Don't worry.
That is
When he's
extreme
getting
gaslighting.
beaten in the air by 5'4" Bournemouth strikers. It's okay.
Hassan,
No,
let's
but
not do
I'm gonna-
this.
Messes up 1 pass on the counter attack.
Hassan, let's not do this because Salah's been pocketed by every single fullback
Every
this season.
fullback this season. Thank
Come on,
you.
man.
What are we
Let's
doing
not.
here? What's it?
How
hold on,
many-
What's the name of the
How
Wolves?
Come on,
many
left
times
Hassan.
back?
Let's
Van
not
Dijk
do
been bullied
this.
this
Let's
season?
not.
Who's the Wolves left back? Can anyone tell me his name?
How many
I don't know.
times has Van Dijk been
Muller
bullied
Wolf.
this season?
His name was Muller Wolf.
Bro, Mo's being pocketed by the guy that we got rid of, like Nico Williams and them boy there. That should not be happening.
That's why I want him gone in the summer.
Okay.
You are proving nothing.
No,
You're
but what you're
proving
trying, no,
nothing.
but Hassan,
You're
it's almost
actually
like you've had to
reflecting
say
on
this
tomorrow
now.
because
because
I called out
people have-
Virgil van Dijk.
No, I'll be honest. People have clocked on to you and your Salah agenda in a positive way, and there's nothing wrong with
No, not in a positive way, Matt. Say how it is, Matt. Don't sugarcoat. I know you're hosting today. Don't sugarcoat it.
that.
I don't have a
There's-
Salah agenda. I
No,
just
no,
said
no. In a
Salah in the
positive
summer.
way. No, Hassan, let
You
me.
want
I'm just going to say
Salah in the
something.
summer, I don't.
Hassan, there's nothing wrong
So
with
if you want
supporting a
Salah- if you
player
want
and
Salah
wanting
sold,
best
then-
for them, but sometimes,
Hold on.
like, you just got to just be honest and just be like, you know what, he's been terrible, he's been bad, and rare, and you're
I've said
doing that now.
already.
That's fine.
I've
That's
said
fine. You're
already.
doing that now.
So
But-
if Salah hasn't
I'm
been
not
bad
doing that
this
now.
season-
I've been doing that.
No, so
Oh,
if
that's
Salah's
fair,
not
it's fair,
been-
but
I've
people
been
could have
doing
said
that.
otherwise.
Why do you want
You know
him
what I mean?
I'm
sold?
literally not doing that now.
If Salah's not been terrible this season, why do you want him sold?
Yeah, that's a mad question still.
When did I say he's not been terrible? Gaslighting, 5th attempt today.
No,
gaslighting.
once again, if you aren't,
When did I say?
Well, you said he's been better than Virgil, so by that logic, you'd probably want to sell Virgil before you sell Mo. I would assume, right?
When did I say?
No,
Salah's
listen
not
to what
been
he's
terrible?
saying, Hassan. Listen to what he's saying.
if
Listen to what he's
Salah
saying.
hasn't been terrible, why
Uh-huh.
would you want him sold?
And my response is,
Interesting.
why is your prerequisite to the question Salah
Why are you
hasn't been
answering a
terrible?
question with a question? If-
Because
why-
you're assuming that I said he's not terrible. I said he's terrible. That's why I want him gone to begin with.
Tom, did I assume that Hassan
Mason that.
said he's not terrible?
Your question
I've
is
not
a
listened
straw
to the
man
past
in
5
itself.
minutes. We're doing the
No,
most. You're going backwards and forwards
Your
when neither of
question
you are
is
going
a
to agree.
straw
So I've not
man.
listened.
It's
No.
it's such a
Do you know what this reminds me of? I don't know if you guys remember, right? When I was might be like a year ago, maybe 2. I think 2. When you guys were trying to, not you guys, but you guys, as Dean hated when I said that. When I had to try and defend Joe Gomez as much as I possibly could. You know how much, like, I look back at it and go, yo, nah, he was getting cooked, but I was just like, nah, allow him in it. He just come back from a knee injury, trying to find reasons. This what reminds me of this, you know? Like, I'm just like, sometimes you're just wrong in it. Sometimes you're just wrong. You just got to own it and just say, yo, that's one of my favorite players. And I don't care what he does. I just like him and I don't see no wrong. You just have to own it sometimes.
straw man question. Like,
It's
if
not
he
a
isn't
straw man
terrible, why do you
question.
want
Not
him
a
to
straw
go
man
summer?
question, by
Because
the
he
way.
is terrible.
Okay, then. So what are you moaning about when people talk about Salah then?
I'm talking about the Wolves game. You proved Bharat's point by the player ratings. When Virgil van Dijk cost me by making an error leading to a goal,
Right.
he still manages to get a
Well,
higher rating
right,
than
Hassan.
Mo. So that
What
in
was
itself
Yeah, because even though he made that error, he still performed relatively better. Not relatively, way better in the game. Tackles, winning his duels, clearing the ball out the box. A few crosses came in, cleared a few of them. Still defended really well. Like, Wolves did only have 3 shots in the second half. I think the first half they had none. And then they had 2 shots back to back. That's where they scored. Or they had 2 shots and they scored. No, sorry, they had 3 shots and scored 2. So you'd say the defense, but we had 15, 16, 17 shots. I don't know how many Mo had. But the one that he scored was gifted to him and he done well and he scored it. Hats off. But other than that, he did absolutely nothing else. So I think that's where the argument is.
What did we give Virgil for the rating? No. What did we give Virgil for the rating? What did we give Virgil for the rating, please?
5.
What did we give Virgil? A 5, right? So that means for there to be 5, it means we either all agreed on 5, or someone gave him a 4, someone gave him a 5, someone gave him a 6. The point being is that
Noor gets
you saying specifically to Cal, because I know it wasn't aimed at me, yeah, is the reason why
Right, Matt said, you ain't throwing no shade at me, blood. Sure, throw that at Cal.
Cal is saying, but
We
you
went
don't
like
even
that.
know
He
my
definitely aimed at me. He went like
yeah, you
that.
don't even know my actual rating. Remember, you're just seeing a rating and just thinking
for a winger.
that's Cal. You're just thinking that's Cal's rating. Remember, do you get what I'm saying?
I already gave the 3 scenarios. If it's a 4 or a 5 or a 6,
Mm-hmm.
it's anyway higher than Mo, of which it's wrong objectively, and we already mentioned it for the Wolves game. By the way, it is worth it.
Listen, all I know is this year is that Salah's been poor all season. He scored against Wolves. Van Dijk has been better, but obviously he was one
He
of the
cost us
reasons
against
why.
Wolves, but he gets a
Yeah,
higher
one of
rating.
the reasons why we we can see one of the goals.
Gave his ass to the Wolves defender, just like he gave his ass to the Bournemouth defender. Just like he played volleyball at home to PSV Eindhoven. Just like he put up a stinky leg away at Man City. All these things.
He's not wrong though. He did do all of these things, as I'm saying. Virgil did do these things.
Are ignored because
they're not ignored. No, Hassan. See, here's the thing. So you're actually correct with the mistakes that Virgil van Dijk has made. And we've spoken about it on this channel. But for some reason, people think because Salah.
Oh, don't say people. Say some things. I don't think
it's also
that's who you're having a conversation with.
Been getting bad press this year. People want to focus more on Virgil when the reality is they're both not having good seasons, but Salah has been absolutely worse than Virgil van Dijk. If you want to use the same energy and bring up all the errors that Virgil's made, if we do it for Salah, we'll be here for months and months about the amount of times he's lost the ball, the amount of times he's made the wrong decision, the amount of times he's been dispossessed, the amount of times he can't get past his defender, the amount of times he's fighting the target. Bro, let's not do that. Come on, bro.
Where's the energy?
Of which I've never denied because I said I.
No, but again, you've done.
I do have to go, you guys. I really do have to go. I apologize. I really do.
You got to escape. Come on.
Man said he has to go.
This is why I'm trying to get us to hurry up.
I'm gonna go pray. I'm not.
Oh, he's going to pray. That's fine, bro.
Let
him off, bro. Let him. You guys need to continue this conversation, though. 100%. That's why I'm hoping today's game. Hopefully, they both have a good game, Salah and Virgil, because I would love to see what the conversation they have next week on their collab, bro.
I do have to go. I apologize. Big up to you guys. We'll have this.
Okay, he does all of this, and now he's got to go.
Big up, finished, Sam. You know we're not finished, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's revisit this.
I know you're finished because you bring up duels for a winger. Peace out.
No, I know you're finished because you won't bring up Salah's mistakes. But that's cool. I'm gonna get him.
Yeah.
Right. Let me pause it there for a second, man. But guys, who do you think in that exchange? Be honest though, who do you think won? Do you think Cal did or did Sam in that exchange between the two of them, trying to find reasons in terms of who's been the worst player this season? Who do you guys think who won that exchange? Let's see what you guys are saying. Who won? While you're doing that, let me go and have a look and see what the poll is, because I did ask earlier. Who do you guys think is having a better season? And 87% said Virgil, 12% said Salah, and that's 104 votes. So if you haven't voted, go and have a vote. Okay, so Callum. Wow. He left like that. Yeah, but you have to go and pray. So that comes first all day long. Callum. Cal. Right, not one person think Husam had some good points. Husam responded to a question with a question. That's an L. Fairs. Look with the Virgil, because I think his main point about Virgil was he doesn't feel like people have the same energy for Virgil as much as they have for Mo. But if he's talking, obviously he's having a conversation directly with the Kopish guys, right? So from the Kopish guys' point of view, when Virgil's had them stinky moments, they've said stuff. They haven't been light with him and said, he's Virgil. They've said, stinky performance. That handball when he blamed the wind and didn't react defensively against Sunderland, stuff like that. They have cooked him. So I don't think he can have that argument with them. Maybe there's people online or whatever that said certain things. Maybe he can have that conversation with them, and he might have seen some things where people have gone, I don't care if Virgil's had a bad game, and then fought Virgil's corner. But if I'm looking at both players this season, 110% Virgil has been better than Salah. Wherever the mark you want to put it, whether one is 10% better, 20% better, 5% better, 1% better, Virgil has been way better than Salah this season. They both are not at their levels that they should be, but Virgil is a lot closer to his level than Salah is right now. But yeah, that was mad still. I think they're going to debate again. I think they're going to try and debate again the... let me have a look. I mean, they're gonna debate. Hold on, let me see. Are they trying to debate again? Nah, it looks like they've left it. But yeah, guys, look, I'll leave it there. You guys know where to find them. I'll put the links to all their guys' channels. I'm sure you guys support them anyway. So continue to do so if that's what you're here to do. Continue to support this channel as well. But yeah, nice. It's mental, bro. Like I don't see how Salah does deserve this criticism this season. I'm sorry. He just does. He just does. He just does. Like, he set such a high standards last season. He set a high standards last season, and this season he hasn't got nowhere close to what he should be doing and what he can do. And whether, like, I didn't imagine like his legs to fall off this quick. Like, in the space of, he's not even gotten older. Like, months has gone by, but he hasn't even had a birthday, and he's so much slower. Like, his positioning, his touch, his passing in some games is just off, and then not scoring. At least the argument used to be with Mo, when, especially if I've said like, "Yo, he didn't play well today." At least the rebuttal was, "But Enzi scored. Enzi got an assist. Enzi got 2 assists. Don't matter if he didn't perform or not." But now he's not even performing, and he's not scoring or assisting. So I think that's where a lot of the heat is coming from. And look, he's not used to doing that. He's been here for what, 10 years, and in only one season he's been able to get this much heat. I think that's a positive thing, bro. If you've been here for that long and only had heat for a season, like this immense type of heat, not the one of people saying stuff, actually going, "Yo, are you good anymore? Are you actually that player anymore?" If you've had that long in one team and it's only been the 1 year, bro, just accept that. Accept it, man. Because you could be like other players where they come in their first season and get cooked, where people don't even want to see their face in the second season. Do you know what I mean? So just have to kind of accept that, man. Let's see. Big up, Jarquez. The fanboys need to go. Salute, OG. Big up, bro. But look, I know there's going to be a lot of people that support the club and support individual players. Obviously, you can't tell someone how to support their team and how they want to support the players. But I think when you're trying to have a non-biased conversation, an unbiased, I should say, conversation, you got to like leave that at the door. You got to be able to just look at everything and go, "Do you know what? Hasn't played well, but here's the reasons why I think people are overlooking it," and then just number them or label them. And then people go, "Oh, okay, cool." And then if you're going to call out another player, just go, "Look, these are the reasons why I think he hasn't played well. And if I look at both players in comparison, I feel like he offers more than this guy." And I think that's where you can have a better conversation. But I think failing to answer the question that Cal posed, that's where we failed at. But he did make some good points. Sam did make some good points about Virgil, though. But I think he made it to the wrong group because they tend to call out every one of the players that underperform on a match day. The only one sometimes I'd say they don't really like calling out is Salah, because you know the heat you get if you call him out, man. He said you already have strikers who you don't need a goal machine on the wings. Run Kudus and Dai on the wings. Big up Jarquez for the other super chat. Bro, these two will be cold. I don't even know where Kudus is. Is he injured for the whole season? Because I ain't seen him play for Spurs in months. And then Dai, yeah, he is an out-and-out baller, bro. But obviously, a lot of times I know people are going to look at and go, what does he offer? Look at his goals, look at his assists. But I know from your standpoint, you're like, we've already got the strikers to score goals. So let's bring in someone that's going to be able to draw players to them, create different scenarios where we don't have to worry too much about low blocks, because these guys in a 1v1 situation are going to dominate. And that's where the duels come in. That's why they're important, because in the 1v1s, you need to be winning your duels. And if you win them, that means the fullbacks are getting cooked. And that's what Mane and Salah did. And Salah used to do amazingly. He used to cook the fullbacks, which opened up the game, which created more opportunities for him to score and his teammates to score. But now with him at the moment and Cody at the moment, Cal read out the stats, and you're talking about this is numerous games now that they've both had 0 dribble success against their fullbacks. Like, if that's 0, that those 2 fullbacks are going to grow in confidence, going to get better in the game. because they know they have your number. And if they have your number, it makes it easier for them and the rest of the team to go, we can leave him 1v1 because we know he's not going to go past that guy. So we can gamble a little bit more further forward, or we can not sprint back so quick because I know he's going to win it, save the energy, and then we can go on a counter attack. And that's what we've been found out a lot of times this season as well, because the wide men lose the ball. They give it to their midfielders and then they catch us because we are not dominating that. I think if we was dominating those 1v1s a lot more in the games, I think would have been in a better position this season, man. But this is where we're at, man. Big up to everyone, though, man. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I haven't done one of these reactions in a minute, but if you guys see any more of these types, send them to me, man. I'll try my best to do as many reactions as I possibly can because I like seeing these kind of debates, man. These heated ones. They actually got heated still. I feel like it was boiling for a few weeks. Feel like it just needed, but I feel like we need a round 2 still. So, but the only way we're going to get a round 2, Liverpool would have to stink the place up today again. And one of them, Salah or Virgil, does better than the other. Or we win and one does better than the other. And then I think next week we'll have a round 2, man. Because if we do, I'll be there. And I'm sure you guys will be there. But listen, guys, as I said, man, I'm going to attempt a long stream today. I don't know if I'm gonna have the energy for it, but we'll try our best. So I'm gonna try and do the build up. I'll see who's available to come in and chop it up with me for that one, and then we'll see. Hopefully, Sav can make the watch long, and then after it's the call-in show. So I'm just gonna let it run into one long stream, guys. So you're gonna be redirected to that now. Smash a like on it, and then just come back. I think it's at 7. Is that when the team news drop? I think that's when the team news drop. Can I join today? Yeah, when I do the call-in, bro, you can join. When I do the call, everyone's welcome. Everyone gets 3 minutes on the call-in. So everyone gets 3 minutes, man. There is more. What do you mean there's more? What did I miss, Maji? Was it I know Tom and that the debate again, the pass from what Alisson should have done, if that's what you mean. Yeah, so the game is at 7. Sorry, the game is at 8 p.m. So, yeah, 7 p.m. So 7 p.m., that's when the team news will be out. Call in tonight. I'm on. Okay, big up, man. Yeah, just join. At the end. Hold on, bro. Let me fast forward. He said at the end. How far at the end? Hold on, let me. Nah, these men are starting to play. Okay, I see Tom getting animated. Hold on. Might have some more peeps. All right, hold on. Hey, I wanted to go, but we might not need. Hold on. Yeah, let's go back. Boom. I think it's this part. Hold on.
What's the point? Get up the pitch. Try and win the second ball.
All right, let's go.
Hold on. Why are we not? So he'll get there first anyway. So we just lose the ball anyway. My whole point is, yes, if the options are there to play forward, he should have played forward. He's looking at it, he can't play forwards. He's looking at it, he can't play forwards. Looks again, can't play forwards.
Look, the Wolves player's already making a run.
You see the one that's about to peel off Gomez? Look how risky it is, though. He spotted it.
So what he could have done then is potentially, if he's got the 100% vision, play in between that gap to Rio. That's mainly.
No, I'm not asking you to do that.
And you know we can play that pass as well, Tom. You know we can play that pass.
I want to be clear.
But that's a hard pass to play.
Tom,
it goes back to the keeper.
I
goes back to the keeper, who at no point was
it is safe.
And it's not a hard pass to play because I can play that. That's a very easy pass to play. Come on, guys, man. That's what I'm saying, man. Man need to play football a little bit more.
At no point is look.
I want to be clear, Tom. I'm not saying you can't pass back to the goalkeeper. I'm saying if you're gonna do it, be quicker because look, Alisson, bro, he ain't got time to be scanning when there's a Wolves player right there, bro.
No, he should have scanned before that, though.
He shouldn't be scanning the moment he's getting the ball. He should have scanned before then.
No, bro, because sorry, Matt. Because Jones is holding on to the ball for so long, you can't scan and then assume a player is still in that same position.
Don't worry, Cal. I know you've been injured for a few years, man. That's why, innit? I'll let you off with this one, but you should you before you receive the ball, you should be scanning all the time. Because when the ball comes, you don't, especially in the Premier League, you do not have long on the ball. So you should already have your decisions, either one, option A, option B, and option C ready to go, depending on the situation. Alisson's problem was he actually didn't have an option. He was available, he made himself available by going to the ball. But then his whole thought was, oh, like routine for every goalkeeper is if it rolls back to me, I'm smashing it up the field. And his problem was he didn't get enough on it. So it's not Curtis's fault, it's Alisson's fault by not getting. Because once I've passed you the ball and you sent it, you need to put enough. I didn't give you a bubbly pass. I gave you a pass across the grass, slap that upfield, and we run and we go again.
Position. Because if you look at where the other players are when Jones first has the ball to when he doesn't have the ball, look where Robbo is when he first. So if Alisson's scanning now, he's looking and thinking, well, Robbo.
And then when you scan, so the thing, if I was Alisson, if I scan, I would have told Robbo straight away, go wide. Robbo's tucked in that moment because he's covering the striker in the box. Good position there, cool, whatever in it. Perfect. But as soon as we're on the ball, we need to stretch the pitch. So now Robbo needs to go out wide as much as he can. Because Virgil can deal with that job. There's Virgil there. He can deal with that job. We're in possession there. So even if Curtis loses it, everyone has a player he can attempt to go and win it back. So Alisson, if he was looking, if he actually scans, he can go Robbo, go wide. So if he gets it, back foot touch, left foot, play the pass out wide.
By the way, Cal, this is literally 4 seconds.
Exactly. Why is he holding on to the ball for 4 seconds, Tom?
Because for 2 of them seconds, he's looking for the pass forwards.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then the maddest thing, who's got their back turned to him as well? Who's the guy closest to him with his back turn? Your teammate is on the ball needing a pass. Then you've got, I think that's Chiesa, probably a good position. Rio's just behind him or just near the D. Who's the other guy? Is that Sobo? And then Salah is trying to run off his fullback. I'm like, yeah, you can go, but bro, he's not going to ping that on his left foot to you. He ain't Trent. He ain't got that. That's not his role. But everyone is kind of, Ekitike's there 1v1. He's thinking, yo, send that left foot maybe. But he's like, that's a risky pass. Because if I don't beat the three in the midfield, we're in trouble there. So he probably goes, if I give this to the goalkeeper, he's in a better view. He can send it up the pitch to our striker and then he can get on it.
Okay. But you're completely negating the fact that Alisson fucks up as well.
No, we're not.
For all you say, that Curtis Jones takes too long.
Curtis does dally on the ball from man. Yeah, he does, bro, but he has to because there's no options. That's why instead of him just kicking it away and inviting the pressure again, he's trying to find the best way to get us out without giving away possession. If his teammates was moving, 100% he would pass the ball. But you got one guy with their back turn. Gomez looks disinterested. He's like, yo, I don't want it. Chiesa ain't really dropping in. Rio standing there. Sobo's got his body half turned, so he's not really interested in what the ball should do. Eki's at the halfway trying to wait for the ball. And then Salah is spinning and running. I think that's Salah. He did stay on, didn't he? So yeah, Salah is spinning over on the right-hand side to run in behind. But no one's really, apart from Alisson, and Alisson's body position there is someone off, give me the ball and I will send it. He's showing for the ball.
Pass it and Alisson can't scan because
Curtis
Jones takes too long to pass it. It's
4
seconds. We've not got Usain fucking Bolt anywhere on the pitch.
No, but you don't need a Usain Bolt, Tom. You don't need a Usain Bolt.
It puts people in disarray because there's going to be panic that creeps in because the decision was taken to make the pass so long. And then he's got a Wolves player in front of him. He's thinking to himself, oh, I can't really do that now because
let me make it big.
If I mess that up, then it's mad.
It's so small.
Do me a favor, Tom.
Panic kicks in because he doesn't scan.
Tom,
we're 100% getting a copyright strike, by the way.
Just scroll a little bit further, Tom, to where Alisson kicks the ball.
Whoa. No, don't play it though. Just click it. Yeah, there we go. All right. You see here, right? As soon as he comes in, look at where Robbo's position is now in the left back position, right? All he has to do there is take that touch on his back foot and just pass it straight out to Robbo. If anyone's gonna tell me he couldn't have done that, we're gonna have an issue, bruv. The pass wasn't heavy, the pass wasn't bubbly. He literally could have done it. But the problem is where Tommy's right here, he doesn't scan, so he doesn't assess what's going on. So he's gone into type 1 of goalkeepers, set, smash upfield.
Keep going, keep going.
You want beyond that?
Where the ball lands.
The ball lands.
Okay, so by your admission, in the same way you're saying, you know, Alisson should be scanning and should know where is available spaces. I could turn around and say, well, I don't know who that player. I don't know if that's Chiesa or whatever. I could have said Chiesa should have gone into a space where the other one.
That's Chiesa.
I could have said Chiesa should have gone into a space where he could have potentially received the ball rather than just running up the pitch. But
so that's what Chiesa is trying to do here. If you look, he's running into the space there. It's not a great run, but he's going. If you play the pass in there, I'm receiving the ball.
So Chiesa in that point has no blame, right? Because you don't know where the ball's going to land. Because
you could even have faked the striker as well. You know, pretend he's going to smash it upfield because the striker pulls up. He stops when he sees that Alisson's going to get it, shifts it onto his left foot, and just plays it into Robbo. You
don't know what the goalkeeper is going to do from there.
I don't put any blame onto Chiesa because he's
and rightly so. But I'm saying this is why I'm saying if Jones makes a decision sooner, we're not in this panic mode. And then
he couldn't have made that decision any quicker because his teammates don't even want the ball. They all look disinterested from the ball. One guy's running in behind, the other guy's facing it. The two centre backs are like, I don't want nothing to do with this right now. Sobo's like on a half turn. Chiesa's staring at the ball. Rio's staring at the ball. Salah is about to run in behind. I don't know why. I guess he's trying to stretch the pitch, or he's seen a bit of space, or maybe he's thinking. But then I'll be like, who's on the ball? Yeah, it's just little movements and angles none of these men are willing to create. Even in this moment, right? If Sobo drops in, you see where the ref is. If Sobo drops in there and demands it, he can just flick it round the corner. If he's scanning as well and seeing Salah's movement, he can even just drop in, sees it, and then flick it, little hook over the top into that half space, and Salah would have got onto the end of it. But man, them are just like, nah.
From when the Wolves player wins,
but you're asking Jones to make a decision here when everyone's fucking here.
Yeah, I am, Tom.
The ball is going to get stuck there.
Tom, he's a right back. If he makes the decision to pass to Alisson there, I bet you this Wolves player doesn't actually go and press Alisson as quickly as possible.
No, he will still. As soon as he plays that, he's pressing. They 100% will. So it's a Premier League, bro. He ain't gonna just stand there. You would just hope that Gomez would have just blocked him off, checked his run a little bit, just step into his path. That's what the centre backs would have to do in that moment. But he would go for it.
And even if he does,
why would he not?
Because Joe Gomez is in front of him, and Curtis Jones has already made the pass.
So Joe Gomez is in front of him when Curtis Jones plays the pass.
No, but I think Gomez see the look. Okay, just again, it's a still. Gomez is a little bit more switched on here because he can see what's happening. He knows the strikers behind him. But for whatever reason, you can tell with Joey when Curtis Jones decides to make that pass, it's like he switched off because normally the defenders do the screening thing in it where they try and like screen the attack.
Okay, my win.
You know what I mean? He doesn't even take the screen. He just lets him run off him now at this point.
I see in this moment here, yeah. This is what I'm saying, yeah, about like. Hold on, is that when he plays it? Yeah, let me go back a little bit. Okay, see in this moment here, team, yeah. If Chiesa drops into Show in that pocket of space, or Rio drops into Show in, I don't know if you guys can see from my mouse in it. Yeah, if he just drops into here and demands it of a Curtis can fizz it into him half turn. Eki can spin. Where's my mouse? Eki can spin into this space here. Or if he drops in and receive it, Rio would have dropped into this space here. But these are like simple things that I expect professional players to see. But they don't. Sometimes they don't see these things. These are like simple things. In this moment here, what's happened is all of them's gone, I don't care, brother. If you lose it ain't my fault. That's what's happened. No one's gone, I'm going to take response. And this is where, like a play like Florian Wirtz, if he was in this, he would have dropped in to try and receive it. I can guarantee you he would have tried to receive it in that space. Turn, find a pass, and then travel, and then get it back on a through ball. But none of these man are on it, bro. Half back turn. You got this guy next to Curtis. I don't know who it is. Back turn to the ball. Sobo half turn. Salah looking over his shoulder, back turn. Eki's showing for it, but Eki's like, is Curtis going to ping that to me or ping that? If that was Trent, probably get, and these were the outlets in it, because Trent would have pinged it into this space here. Trent would have been the zip it into this space here, bro. Would have just, like, Eki would have just left man for dead. But that's the thing in it, is about going into areas to take a pass and understanding there's enough space to receive on the back foot and turn out. But these are professional men in it. I never played in the Premier League, so maybe they'll be like, oh, ENDZ is waffling. And I know I'm not, because I know what I'm talking about. But these men will be like, well, have you played in the Prem? So do you know? But I'm just looking at basic stuff you do in the football, in a game. Your teammate is under pressure. Your centre-backs are occupied, so you're cool. Can Robbo pull wide and maybe demand it, maybe put his hand up in the air? Little triggers there. Maybe Chiesa goes sprint off like he's going in behind, maybe. Robbo pulls wide, puts his hand up, so Chiesa takes away the last man here next to him. If Chiesa sprints into this space, maybe this guy gets attracted, pulls a bit more. Robbo pulls out into this way, put his hand up. Curtis pings it out to him, and then we're in a transition. So many different things, so many different options we could have done there. But the static movement from all of these, man, back turn, half turn, not interested, is the reason why we found ourselves in this position. It doesn't negate the fact that Alisson should have done a better kick out, but this is the difference between the Liverpool of old and the Liverpool of this new Liverpool. Liverpool of old would have had a Trent that pings it into the half space. Liverpool of old would have had someone dropping into here to receive it and turning and going. And that normally would be Gravenberch. You'd probably turn last season, would probably received it and turned out and played it. But the old Liverpool, and then Mane would have probably gone, Robbo would have gone, because they know Trent's range of pass. And our problem is we don't have that now. But these guys are so scared to go and get and receive the ball in areas where they think, oh, if I lose it, I'm going to be the problem. I'm going to be the one that everyone moans at. I'm like, bro, like, you got to go and play, man. Enjoy the game. You're at the highest level, and you man are hiding from the football. That's one thing I hate about football players, the ones that hide, scared of the ball. But yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? He doesn't even take the screen. He just lets him run off him now at this point. Exactly. Look at this there.
That's when Curtis Jones plays the pass. That's still plenty of time.
No, but that's still risky from John. Don't you think that's again? Let's disagree, bro.
If I'm going to be real as well, we sit there and talk about Alisson. Joe Gomez gets more blame than Alisson as well, because Joe Gomez stood there and watched the guy take a shot.
He should have screened.
Bruh, Joey getting thrown on the
ball. And throw it away.
I just don't see how in this situation Alisson's getting the least amount of blame.
No, he gets the most
blame in this situation.
He gets the most for his poor clearance.
I genuinely feel like Curtis could have, like I said to him earlier, yes, it's still a gamble, but at least it's further away, because Jones is a midfielder. Compare that ball to Ekitike over Ekitike. Ekitike can chase it and then run it into the corner flag if necessary. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't mind what Curtis Jones is doing.
And even if you think that fast guy,
pick a game.
Yeah.
So this is 1-1 in the 93rd minute. We've just done about 10 minutes of that football. We go up, we give the ball away. They go up, they give the ball away. It's basketball, football.
Yeah.
It's the 93rd minute. We need a goal. So he's going, look, let's calm it down and get control of the ball for the last couple of minutes.
Calming it down.
All Alisson needs to do is send it in to this space where we have Rio, Robbo, who can all run onto it.
I agree, bro.
They can get onto it, and then
so
we
what
have
about that Wolves player? You don't think that Wolves
closing
player could turn around and sprint to it as well if it's not a good pass?
I'm sure it could.
Hey,
he's one of the
potentially
fastest.
But if it's anywhere in
He
this
ain't-
That's why I said he's beyond Ekit.
He's not getting there, bro. Like, you guys have to understand, the pitch is massive. He's not. His first thought, as soon as it lands there, their first thought is, we're sprinting back into these spaces here to stop it. You're not going out there. For Rio to run by you and they play a 1-2 around the corner, you're not doing that. You're not running out there as soon as, all you're going to do is run back into a space where you can see the players coming.
TK.
But if
Not
you're
asking
Alisson then to take a goal kick effectively.
Yes.
Get it
Why else are you passing it to him?
No, Curtis. No,
because from the ball from here, and Curtis Jones thought, no, I've got this. I'm going to
You
wait
can't-
to see if anything opens.
You can't just
And
ship
he doesn't. And by that time, 2-3 seconds have gone. The Wolves players are in
No,
on,
who's
in on.
standing in front? Is that Mac standing in front of him, bro, and then turned his back? Hold on. So he wins it. You're facing him, and you go, ah.
And by that time, 2-3 seconds have gone. The Wolves players are.
Let me turn my back. Instead of just pulling into a space. Nah, these men are so scared to play football. Is unreal, you know. I swear down, they're so scared to play. Like this tells me so much about how scared these guys are actually to play football and receive it under pressure.
On Alisson to start closing him down. The whole situation has changed, Tom.
You got a player
You can't scan a football pitch and
So
assume
you're
that
telling
things
me,
will be the same
you're
4
telling me
seconds
that
early.
Alisson here cannot look up once and go, where is everyone?
Brother, he does. Oh, yeah, all right. So let's say he looks up there, Tom.
Mhm.
Are you telling me everything's going to stay the same in 4 seconds?
That's why you scan multiple times. The best players in the world will scan like 9-10 times, like in a couple of seconds, bro. Like literally just scan to keep seeing the picture. There's one thing that when I'm coaching my players, bro, it's always about lifting your head up because the picture is always going to change. So you have to keep taking in information. That's why Messi's so good. That's why sometimes you see what he does on the football pitch. People are like, how does he know where these men are just coming? Like he just know because he keeps scanning, he keeps taking in pictures going, right, if I go that way, I already know where that player is. I know who's running where, who's running there. And then then it will just find a pass out of nowhere. That's why Virtz is so good. If you watch, what was a video? If I get it one day, hopefully it's not copyright. I can show you guys on the channel. They're showing you like the masterclass of players that scans, how much times they scan. Like Florian Wirtz is one of the elite ones at scanning. Tony Kroos was one of the elite ones at scanning as well. Busquets, one of the elite players at scanning, because they scan 7, 8, 9 times in the same motion. Just keep picking up. Right, where's the picture? Who's moving where? Who's moving where? So when the ball comes, they don't even have to think. Xavi Hernandez was one of the elite ones as well with his scanning. That's why players couldn't get close to these man. And you're like, yo, how comes because they just scan. Big up Victory, you put him in there. Big up. Yeah, one of the elites at scanning. Andre's my done man, Iniesta as well. Neymar. But they're the elite ones. But I'm looking at our player. I know it's in a still, but in the same motion, I've seen one player go, oh, you've got the ball face up, and then within a second, you've turned your back to the player. So you no longer involved, or you turning your back to him, telling him, I'm not interested in what's going on here. I don't care what's going on here. Soberslide there on the half turn going, I'm picking up space instead of becoming an option in this moment in time. Santi Cazorla is another one as well. They're all waiting for Curtis to do something. And he's like, but lads, I want to play out. We can play. Because you know what Curtis has done? He's picked his head up and used his intelligence and go, they have pressed us so high. If we play out of this because we are capable of doing it, and clearly he trusts his teammates, we're capable of playing out of this. We can catch these men. Their last defender is in our own half against one of the fastest forwards I've seen in a minute. Hecky. So he's like, bro, Mo is about to spin. So in his head, he's like, someone come and show so I can play. And in last resort, he goes, fuck, I'm going to have to go to the goalkeeper. He goes to the goalkeeper. He shanked his clearance. Nah, man. Nah. This is crazy.
I'm saying it's not going to be massively different in 4 seconds.
No, you don't know. You can't take that assumption on a football pitch, bro. Football changes in a second. It changes in a second, Tom. All right.
Oh, you missed it, Squiggly,
where's Chiesa right now?
Chiesa's there.
Chiesa's where?
There.
And where does Chiesa end up?
When Alisson passes the ball 10 yards further forwards. There. So he was where Rio was. He's now 10 yards further forwards.
My point exactly.
Fucking a fullback. Your defense doesn't change that much. All I'm asking him to do is pass it to the fullback.
You're missing the point, bro. You're
making out like it's impossible for him to look.
I'm not saying it's impossible, but you ain't got time, bro. Do you know how quick the game is?
You have 4 seconds.
So it's Tom screaming in his van.
seconds to look.
Let it all work out.
Oh my God. I can't
Let's just agree to disagree, guys. We're gonna be here all.
Yeah, I think we'll agree to disagree for real, man. But listen, guys, yeah, that's it. That's it, really. That's it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section, man. I'm sure there's going to be plenty more. As I said, guys, come back and join me at 7 o'clock, which is in a couple of hours. 2 hours and 20 minutes. So come back and join me for that. I'm going to redirect you guys straight to it. Go and smash a like on it for me straight away. As I said, I'm going to attempt to do a 4-hour stream. Might be quiet, some of it. Might be chilled. If Liverpool's getting smoked, I might get mad. Let's see what happens, man. But hopefully, my first one in a minute. I ain't done. The last one I did, we won still. But hopefully, we win this one as well, man. But big up to everyone in the building. And I'll see you guys in a little bit, man. Peace out.